Hi everyone, so you're probably used to seeing Jason in the kitchen for these cooking videos, but this recipe is mine. So a couple of weeks ago we had a big family crawfish boil and we have lots of tails left over. So tail meat, you know, big crawfish, little tail meat, this is probably close to 10 pounds worth of crawfish to make these tails. So what we're gonna do today is make crawfish fettuccine. Okay, first thing you're gonna do is get your noodles cooking because these need to be cooked and put to the side. So this is a pound of fettuccine noodles, and then we're gonna preheat our oven to 350 because once we get this in the dish, it's gonna have to bake for about 20 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna start out in a large pan with 1.5 sticks of butter on medium heat, and we're gonna let this melt. Okay, so our butter's melted now. We're gonna add minced garlic. And that's about 1 clove of minced garlic, but use as much or as little as you like. Some people like more, some people like less.
You like a little bit.
I got Cameron in here with me. He's my cooking buddy.
Yeah. You telling us facts.
Okay, next we are gonna add our onions, bell peppers, and celery. So that is about 3 cups of chopped. So 1 cup chopped onions, 1 cup chopped bell pepper, 1 cup chopped celery, also known as mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
All right, so we're gonna saute this down for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, saute update. We're about 5 minutes in. You can see they're starting to soften up. It's all nice and bubbly.
Bubbly.
Now this time I did use frozen onions, bell peppers, and celery. If you use frozen, just make sure you drain it really well so you don't get water in your food. Just a quick time saver. Gonna let that go another 5 minutes. Okay, so our sauteing is just about done. And now we're gonna add a little bit of flour to thicken it up. So we're gonna put in about a tablespoon of flour. Stir that in. And flour is a thickening agent, so it's gonna make through. Okay, yeah, it immediately starts thickening. See all the juices in there going into the flour. Okay, now it's time to season. There's only 2 seasonings that need to go in here. The first is Cajun seasoning, and you're gonna use about 2 tablespoons. We don't really measure this, we just
eyeball it.
We eyeball it. We use Tony's enough to where we know how much to put in. The second is cayenne pepper. Be careful with cayenne because you can overdo it and make this too spicy. I've seen recipes that call for 1 teaspoon, one call for 2 teaspoons. We are just going to put about that much cayenne in, which is probably about 1 teaspoon. All right, now we're gonna stir, make these vegetables happy. Oh, did I put it on the hot burner?
Yeah.
Thank you, Cameron. Okay, we're gonna make these vegetables happy. I'm gonna show you what color they turn now. All right, you see how adding that Cajun seasoning and cayenne pepper has gotten everything a little bit darker. So everything's got a little bit of a red tint to it. That's how you want it to look. All right, so we're gonna let these go for another couple of minutes, and then we're gonna start adding our milk and cheese, or half and half and cheese. Okay, now it's time to add our milks and creams, okay? So we are going to we're gonna use half and half, okay? Not milk, half and half. It's thicker, it's creamier. We're gonna put 1 cup of half and half in. Immediately cool that down. We're gonna use 2 different types of cheeses, okay? The first cheese is Velveeta, okay? Trust me, it's good. It's gonna melt, it's gonna give it that creaminess. So we've got a half a pound of Velveeta.
So squishy.
and 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. We're gonna put some of this on the top too, but we're going to melt this in on the inside, okay? Got that on medium heat. We're gonna stir it until all that yummy goodness is melted down. All melted now, and it's time for the crawfish to go in. You don't want to put these into the end because they're already cooked, so you don't want them to overcook. So we're going to add the crawfish. We're going to turn it down on simmer, and we're going to let it simmer for about 15-20 minutes, stirring it a lot. Okay. Okay, we're going to add the crawfish in. Oh yeah.
Delicious.
All right, let's mix all this up. Okay, if it looks too thick, add some more half and half.
If it looks too thick, make it more thick.
Okay, because we want it to be thick, but not too thick, okay? So, there we go, that's looking good.
If it looks too thick, make it more thick.
Recipes are not always perfect. I started with 1 cup of half and half, because you don't want to add too much liquid, you can't take it back. So I added 1 cup of half and half. It was too thick, I added about another half a cup, and it's perfect. All right, so we're gonna let this simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes on low, uncovered, stirring often. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep stirring this every few minutes. It's on low now. Doesn't that look good? Okay, so this has been simmering for about 15 minutes. It's bubbly and it's yummy, and we're ready to put the noodles in. Okay, so I pre-cooked about a pound and a half. It's 1 package, and then I took a few out of another package and put it in because I use a big dish. So I'd rather have more noodles. I can throw noodles away. I'd rather have more than not enough. So we're gonna start putting these noodles in. This is why you need a big pot to mix in, okay? And you see I did not put in all the noodles because we can always add, we can't take away. Okay, so the noodles are in now. Let's mix all of this in. Yeah, this is why you need a big pot. You want it to be thick. Okay, so we're gonna add a few more noodles, but not all. A few more of these noodles in. Okay, so now we have it all mixed up. It's nice and thick. Time to go in the baking dish. Okay, so I have a nice large rectangular baking dish. I have already sprayed it down with non-stick olive oil spray. And I'm gonna pour this into here, and then it's gonna go into the oven. All right, we're gonna get all those little bits of onions and bell peppers that are stuck to the side. They're not stuck, they're just in cheese. Okay, now we're gonna spread this all out into the dish. Okay, so you can see in the dish, you wanna make sure that your noodles are spread and your crawfish is spread so you don't have crawfish all lumped up in one spot and noodles with no crawfish. So you can see there's enough tails in here that it's spread pretty darn evenly. Okay? Okay, so now it's time to bake. We have a preheated 350-degree oven. We're gonna put this in and put on a timer for 20 minutes. Now let it bake. Let it get happy. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. So we're gonna take this out of the oven now. Oh yeah. Okay, while it's still hot, we're gonna take shredded Parmesan cheese and sprinkle on top. Spread that out. We're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes and that top cheese is gonna melt from the heat, and it's all gonna mesh together, and then we'll be ready to eat. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so the best way to cut this is with a spatula. So you're gonna cut a square. So cut all the way through the noodles. And scoop it up. That looks pretty yummy. Look at that crawfish all covered in yummy cheesy goodness. Okay, so here's our dish. It smells amazing. Let's give it a try. I had to put the plate down so I could give it 2 thumbs up. But it's so good, it's so flavorful. It's spicy because you've got the spice from the crawfish, and then we added a little bit of cayenne, not too much, and we added the Tonys. So it's got a nice kick to it, but it's not overpowering at all. Very good. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe for more videos. We are from Louisiana, and we love doing these Louisiana cooking videos. You'll normally get Jason in the kitchen, but every now and then you'll get me. So I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time.